What's up, Barry? How you doing, dude? What's up? I'm new. Welcome, welcome. I don't always look like this. Today I'm trying something new, like a story time thing on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, mostly I do game streaming. So I'm gonna wait about like 10 minutes until more people come, and then I can start the story. But yeah, how you doing, man? What's up, fake newbie? How you doing, dude? Hold on, let me make sure about something. Hold up. 1 second. What is it saying on YouTube for the the title? The title I know the name of the title. I think I know the name of the title. But what does it say like as the category, I guess? Noob lives. God. But yeah, I want to see what it says on YouTube. Okay, so I see it's live here. Okay. How you doing, Lisa? Lisa, I want to ask you something. Is it possible for you to go over to YouTube and to see what like category that we're in? Because I don't know. I see the category. Hold on. Actually, let me check. Maybe I can check from here. A look. All right. Thanks, Lisa. So I'm trying to see. It says people and blogs. Is that the category we want to do? People and blogs. Yeah, because that's the only thing. Entertainment. I mean, it's entertainment. It's comedy, but people and blogs. I think that's it. I haven't been on this channel for a long time. Really? Oh, okay. I remember hearing about. I remember that name, Jackie Doodle. I remember. But yeah, I think it's people and blogs. Doesn't say. Yeah, I just checked, Lisa, and it says on my end, it says in the category of people and blogs. So I'm just gonna go with it. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, Lisa, are you ready? I told them I'm gonna wait at like 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I will begin the story time. For anyone interested in following along, this is the story that I will be reading. I haven't read it before, so this is all first hand knowledge. Okay. Okay, so that's already done. Oh. Oh my god. I just looked on our Discord server and I saw the turkey. So if anyone from our Discord sees that, they'll be like, what the hell? Oh my god, I love it. I might actually, I'm ready, Eddie. I'm actually thinking about maybe like, especially for these story time streams, to only have it where I'm, a quote unquote playing a character, because I like that. Because if you think about it, when people are looking at just chatting, they'll see a turkey. They'll say, "What the heck?" Because you know what I'm saying. Because you can't do a thumbnail in Twitch. They literally take a snapshot of how the stream looked like, and that's it. So if people are scrolling, just chatting in Twitch, and they see a turkey, they'd be like, what the hell? So I think this might work. It's not always going to be a turkey, but, you know. You know. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna start. It's I was hoping more people, but and I was thinking about waiting 10 minutes, but I'm like, eh. So whoever, you know, if people want to like watch the story or listen to the story, they can go to YouTube after. Just take some water and then begin. Make me hungry. Just picture me in butter. Okay. So the name of the story tonight is called Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. And this is by someone by the name of the Barbie Girl 95. I posted the link already in chat. I will thank you for the host. And then I will also post her link in the description of the YouTube video once it's up. So here I go. Chapter 1. Get up! I hear Caroline say, then I feel a pillow thrown in my face. Let me sleep, woman, I mumble at her. She does this every morning. No, get up, breakfast is ready, she yells. Okay, I'm up. I force myself to sit up. I glare at her. She just smirks in response. I quickly get dressed and go downstairs. The family is already seated at the kitchen table. Morning, fam, I greet them as the maid hands me a plate full of food. Morning, Samantha, Keith says. He's the mayor. He's been like a father figure in my life. Morning, Samantha, Jeffrey says. He's about 8, and he's the cutest thing ever. Morning, Jeffrey. I pat his head and sit down. You got her down faster than normal, Keith says to Carolyn about me. I mentioned food, and that did the trick, she smirks. I roll my eyes in a playful way, but I'm really thankful for them. They treat me like I am part of the family. A couple of months before I moved in, Caroline and Jeffrey's mom passed away. I never got to meet her, but I heard she was a nice lady. What are we doing today? I ask Caroline. Please tell me you didn't forget. She gasps. Forget what? I ask, confused. Really, Samantha? What have I been talking about for the last month? She stares at me. Oh, I try to think, but it's hard to keep up with her. She talks a lot. Have you learned to tune her out too? Jeffrey laughs, which makes me laugh, but we see the look on Caroline's face and we immediately stop. she says dramatically. The dance tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I say, remembering. I'm sure you'll have a great time. I don't do dances. We will have a great time. No, I don't want to go, I pout. You're going, she says, like it's final. Keith, I look at him for help. Sorry, kiddo, but you're all going, Keith says, laughing a little. Me and Jeffrey start groaning. It will be fun. We will be all dressed up, and there will be cute boys there, she says, but I still look uninterested. Also, lots and lots of food that got me. Okay, I'll go. I give her a small smile. She squeals. So what are we doing today again? I ask. Going to pick out some dresses they selected for us. I just smile in response. After breakfast, me and Caroline head over to the store followed by 20 bodyguards where they have hand-selected dresses for each of us. Hello everyone, Caroline greets as we walk into the store. I see Monica make her way over to us. She is like our personal assistant, which is weird, I think, for me, Caroline and Jeffrey, to have an assistant, but Keith thought we needed one. Hello, girls. Follow me, Monica says. We follow her to the back, where it's more private. Okay, I've hand-selected some dresses for the both of you. Thank you, I tell her. We start trying dress after dress on. Me and Caroline even start trying each other's dresses on because we're the same size and we also look alike. People get us confused all the time. The only difference is our age. These dresses are expensive, I gasped, whispering to Caroline. One of the dresses I tried on was $2,000. Don't worry about it, Caroline giggles. I roll my eyes at her. Okay, I've saved the best for last, and if you girls don't like them, you're both crazy, Monica laughs. She pulls out a dress, and she picked for Caroline. It's a long, flowy, hot pink off-the-shoulders dress. It's gorgeous. Totally something Caroline would wear. I love it, Caroline says with so much excitement. Don't think I forgot about you, Monica says, while handing me a dress. This dress is so beautiful. It's a long, dark, blue, glittery dress. Listen, I know it's a little over the top, Monica starts saying, since I've yet to comment on the dress. No, it's beautiful, I say in awe. We are going to look so hot, Caroline giggles, which makes me giggle. So are we done? Monica asks both of us. Yes, I think these are the ones, I tell her. Okay, I'll send them to your house with shoes and your masquerade masks. Monica lets us know. Oh, I forgot that we had to wear masks, I say out loud. Isn't it fun? Caroline says. I nod my head. Okay, before I start chapter 2, what's up, hobo? Private to the back. Listen, what's up, man? Okay, chapter 2. So supposedly some girls are trying on dresses. It's for like some masquerade ball. Yeah, it's COVID masks, exactly. So they're trying on COVID masks and they're gonna venture out because you have to with the if you go outside, you have to put on masks. And they're putting on dresses as well. Trying on dresses. Okay. Chapter 2 of Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. I want to know when this thing goes crazy, when the Mafia gets involved. Because right now, all I hear about is a couple girls talking about putting on dresses. Freaking heck. Okay. Chapter 2. We get home later that day after we ran some errands. Finally, we are home. I say I'm exhausted. Shopping wears me out. Wasn't it fun though? We never get out. Caroline tells me as we walk into her room. I plop on her bed. Yeah, it was fun. I still can't believe your dad is letting us go tomorrow to the party, I say. I know he's way too protective. It is true, but I understand he's a powerful man in the government. He gets death threats every day, and even some about Caroline and Jeffrey, so he doesn't let them out a lot. They're also homeschooled and do most of their shopping online, or Monica gets whatever we need, and when he has any type of celebration where a lot of people are going to be there, he doesn't allow the kids or me to come. He says it's too risky, but he does let us go out once in a while, and when we do, we have about 20 bodyguards like today. It's because he loves you guys, I remind her. I know, but I just want to be like everyone else and go to the mall or talk to the guys. She sighs as she sits down on the bed with me. You know what will make you feel better? I say. Wink, wink. No, no, no. No wink. What? She sighs. An ice cream sundae. I laugh. That would, I mean, I did have a salad for lunch, so I should be okay, right? She asked me. Oh, yeah. One sundae won't make you gain 20 pounds by tomorrow. I get up. She follows me, but I stop at Jeffrey's room. I'll meet you downstairs, Caroline tells me as she walks off. I knock on Jeffrey's door. Come in. I hear him. I open the door to see he's playing with Legos on the floor. Hey, buddy, I say, sitting next to him. Hey, Sammy, did you guys have fun shopping? He laughs, because he knows I'm not a big fan of shopping. Yeah, it was fun. Tiring, but fun. Caroline had a blast. I laugh. I don't want to go tomorrow, he whines. Me either. But we have each other to hang out with, and there's going to be lots of food. I nudge his shoulder. Okay, he laughs. Me and Caroline are going to go get ice cream sundae downstairs. You want one? Yes, 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 he says, getting up and running out the door. So, was that a yes? I call out even though I know he can't hear me. We sit at the table and eat our ice cream sundaes. Hey, kiddos, Keith says as he walks in. Hey, Dad, Caroline and Jeffrey say at the same time. I give a simple wave since I have ice cream in my mouth. Have you guys even had dinner yet? He asks, trying to act like he's mad but failing. I think we should eat dessert before our meals, Jeffrey says. I second that, I say. Hear, hear, Caroline giggles. Keith sighs but then tells the maid he'll have one too. Have you even had dinner yet? I say in a mocking tone. Okay, before chapter 3 starts, I see acid. Oh, you know what I really want? Acid. Okay, so a roundup so far is a couple girls. They have a masquerade party to go to. Tried out some dress and some COVID masks. And now they're like drenched in ice cream. So that's the name. The title of the story is "Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose." So I'm still waiting on the the height of this story, but it's not there yet. We're still building up the characters, and all that. All right. Chapter 3 in Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. We all watched a movie in the movie room. It was Jeffrey's turn to pick, so we ended up watching the Lego movie. Me and Jeffrey keep busting out, singing "Everything is Awesome." Caroline acts like she hates this movie and that song, but I've heard her sing it in her room. Kiddos, time to get ready for bed, Keith tells us. We all start making our way to our rooms. I need to speak to you, Samantha, Keith tells me. I follow him to his office. He sits down behind his desk. I sit in the chair in front of his desk. I wonder if I'm in trouble. Did he catch me cursing? Or did I forget to recycle? There's so many rules in this house. Did I do something, sir? I ask him a little worried. He sighs. I need to tell you something. Okay, I gulp. I received a call from a mutual friend. I immediately sit up straight. I feel sick. What happened? I say with a shaky voice. They were transferring him to another facility and something happened. I'm not sure, but they're searching for him. So he's out there? I say, feeling faint. Yes, but they will find him. He doesn't know him like I do. If he doesn't want to be found, he won't be. What should I do? I asked, not knowing what my next steps should be for the first time. You will be safe in my care. I'll have the best people watching you, making sure nothing happens, he says in a fatherly tone. It makes me smile. As happy as that makes me, that he wants to take care of me, I can't let him do that. I will not put your family in danger. I'm not worth it, I tell him. He sighs. You're so stubborn sometimes. What do you want to do? I smile sadly. Maybe I should go away for a while. Is that really what you want? No, but I think it's the best option. I need to lay low where no one can find me, and when this all blows over, I think it's safe for you guys. I'll come back. If you want me back, that is, I say sadly. Of course, you're like family, he smiles, but that even makes me sadder. I'll make the arrangements. When should I go? Tomorrow's the party, and I'll make it the day after that so we can all have one more day together, and I know Caroline wants you there with her. Okay. I stand up and walk over to him and give him a hug. He hugs me back. I try not to cry. Thank you for everything, I tell him. He pats my back. I walk up to Caroline's room. Her lights are still on. Hey, I say as I walk in. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what were you talking about with my father? Caroline whispers like she's going to get in trouble for asking me. You don't have to whisper. You're not going to get in trouble for asking. I roll my eyes and laugh. I look at her, wondering how I'm going to break it to her that I'm leaving. We are each other's first real friend. We were just talking about tomorrow at the party. He wants me to keep a close eye on you. I say, lying. It wouldn't be the first time I've lied. I'll tell her tomorrow after the dance. Of course he did, she laughs. Okay, Monica. Gave me the schedule for tomorrow, so we're going to be pretty busy, Caroline tells me. Do you still have to go to your lesson? I ask Caroline. She's been taking etiquette lessons all her life, so she knows how to act like a lady and blah, blah, blah. No, I have the day off tomorrow, she tells, and I gasp in horror. She laughs. We better go to bed, since we have a big day tomorrow, I say. Good night, and Samantha, you're going to have fun tomorrow. I promise. Okay, this is chapter 4 now. I want to say, I do appreciate the content that this person is providing for me and for the stream. But there's some spelling mistakes and there's some grammatical errors in here. So if you guys hear me like pause or say something that's kind of like weird English or whatever, just know it's from that. Because I'm trying. Like I said, if you go to the link and if you follow along as I'm reading this, you'll see you'll see what I'm working with here. Okay. Chapter 4 of Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. I'm high. Everything makes sense. Okay, perfect. Samantha, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. I hear Caroline say in a sing-song voice. I'm up, I say as I sit up. Well, that was fast. And you're not threatening me? She beams. This is going to be the best day ever, she squeals. Yes, it will be. I smile a small smile. Holy tongue twister. Okay, you need to get your booty out of bed. We have so much to do. I try not to laugh at her saying booty. She's so innocent. I love it. Such a foul mouth. You need to put $1 in that swear jar. I laugh. She attempts to give me a dirty look, which made me laugh harder. I wish I was joking about the swear jar. I have put a lot of dollar bills in that stupid jar. Monica will be any minute, she informs me. I'm up, I say, getting out of bed. Girls, I hear Monica's voice as she opens the door. Good morning, Caroline greets her and does a little curtsy. Morning, I yawn. Now we have a big day ahead. I have the manicurist here and the hairstylist here, so chop chop. Yes, ma'am, Caroline says, taking my hand and leading us downstairs. We get our nails painted to match our dresses, and we both do our hair simple waves. Monica also brought some people to do our makeup. She did me a smoky eye and some lip gloss, and Caroline a natural look. I feel like a princess, Caroline giggles. Tonight is going to be amazing, I tell her. Someone's excited, she smirks. I am, actually. It took us most of the day to get ready. You look great, I tell Caroline. She twirls in her dress, laughing. Thank you, she says with a curtsy. You also look great. Now do a twirl. Really? I give her a look. Yes, it's fun. I do a little twirl for her. She claps her hands together in excitement. Okay, girls, your father and Mr. Jeffries downstairs. Monica tells us. We walk downstairs to where the boys are. You guys look very handsome in your tuxedos, I tell them. Little Jeffrey looks so uncomfortable, though. He hates dressing up. Yes, she's right. You guys look distinguished, Caroline agrees. Thank you. You girls look beautiful, very grown up, Keith tells us. Wait, before you leave, here's your masks. Monica walks over to us, carrying some different masks. She puts mine on first, then Caroline. The masks match our dresses. Okay, now you gentlemen, Monica says. I thought just the girls had to wear one. Everyone going to know who I am anyway, Keith grumbles. Oh, hush. It's supposed to be fun, she says, putting it on. She puts Jeffrey's on. It's itchy, Jeffrey complains. You're welcome to take the rest of the evening off, Keith tells Monica. Thank you, but I'll have to decline. I have much to do, she tells him. You work too much, Keith says to her with a laugh. So do you, she laughs with him. Okay, goodbye. You guys all look so beautiful and handsome. I will see you later at the party. She walks off. I look up at Keith, who looks like he's checking out Monica. Are you checking her out? I whisper in his ear, giggling. He immediately starts blushing. I don't know what you're talking about, he says. His face is beet red. Let's go, kids. We walk outside to a black long limousine. The driver opens the door for us. We all climb in, one at a time. Okay, kids, I'm counting on you to behave. And remember your manners, Keith tells us. Don't worry, Daddy. We will behave, Caroline tells him. It takes us about 15 minutes to get there. The driver opens the door for us. We all get out. As soon as we get out of the car, there's 20 guards surrounding us. You ready to go in, sir? One of the guards asks Keith. He nods. I grab Caroline and Jeffrey's hand. Caroline about to burst with excitement. They open the doors for us and we step in. The party is in full swing. There's a lot of rich people here. Everyone dressed to the max. Okay, I have to go to work the room, but if you need anything, find Monica, Keith says, walking off with most of the guards trailing behind him. I'm bored, Jeffrey says. We just got here, Caroline tells him. I reach for my purse. I put his Game Boy in my purse along with some jelly beans and Skittles. Here, I hand Jeffrey his Game Boy. Thank you, Jeffrey says, jumping up and down. You can go sit over there, I tell him, and I tell some guards to follow him and watch him. What shall we do first? Caroline asks me. Eat, I say, staring at the food the waiters are carrying. Caroline rolls her eyes. We will, I promise. A waiter comes by with champagne glasses. Caroline picks up 2 glasses. Your dad is going to kill you. I shake my head. I never do anything but bad. Let me rebel a little, and tomorrow I'll probably feel very guilty. But for tonight, let's make it a night we will never forget. She hands me a glass. She's right. She never does anything bad. She's probably the most innocent, naive girl I've ever met. But she can be a little brat sometimes too. But I love her. Okay, but you better not get drunk. I don't want to have to hold your hair back. I laugh, and we start sipping on our drink. There's a lot of cute guys here, she says, looking around the room. I look around. How can you tell they all have masks on? You can just tell they're good looking under their masks, she says. Go talk to one, I tell her while drinking the rest of my drink. She looks at me like I'm crazy. I don't know how to talk to guys. What do I even say? She starts to panic. Just say hi, how are you? I shrug. But once they know my name, they'll either run away or only talk to me because my dad, she says, drinking the rest of her drink. Well, then we will do a parent trap deal tonight. You be me and I'll be you, I tell her. What the hell is a parent trap deal? What the hell? Really? That's a great idea. Thank you, she smiles. Okay, if it looks like I'm doing something stupid or I need an escape, come rescue me. Of course. I'll be your Batman tonight, I laugh. I'm going, she says, not moving. I grab her hand and walk her over to the guy she was checking out. I tap him on the shoulder. He turns around and smiles at us. I'm sure he's handsome under the mask. Hi, this is my friend Samantha, I say, and nudge her. Hi, yes, I'm Samantha. She does a curtsy. Hello, how do you do, he says with a smile. I see someone waving at me. I must go. I'll see you later, I say and give Caroline a wink. I can see she's beet red under her mask. I walk over to the waiter and pick up another drink and stare at my new family I have grown so fond of. Jeffrey over in the corner stuffing chocolates in his mouth while playing his game, and Keith is circling the room talking to everyone, and Caroline is talking to that guy. She waving her hands around everywhere, and I can tell she's babbling a little. When she's nervous, she talks a lot. What are you guys talking about swinging? What the hell? This thing? You guys like how I swing my thing? Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it to swing into my eye. No. It won't go to my eye. I'm trying to get it hit my eye with it. No, it's not good. It won't go. It's stuck. It only swings. Maybe if I go back and forth. It's not doing it. I got out of camera frame. Maybe I could eat it. Okay, back to the story. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Okay, chapter 5. So, a couple of chicks, they get all dolled up and they go to a party, and one of them is like awkward, but they're starting to get like drunk or whatever. I want the Mafia to take these girls and like to do stuff, take off their dress and do something. But I don't know how old they are though. How old were they? They didn't even establish how old these girls were. They're old enough to drink. So they gotta be at least 21 if it's in the US. Give them the white stuff. Okay. 22? Yeah, maybe they're 22. I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22. Okay, chapter 5. Kidnapped by the Mafia on purpose. I go outside to the garden. There's some couples out here being all lovey-dovey. It's a nice night tonight. I walk over and sit on one of the benches and stare up at the stars. I don't know how long I was out here till I heard someone clear their throat. I turn around and see a guy behind me. Can I help you? I ask him. Beautiful, is all he says. Excuse me? I raise an eyebrow. The sky. It's a beautiful night, he points to the stars. Yes, it is. I turn back around, looking back at the sky. May I sit? He asked me. I usually would have told him no, but tonight's going to be different. I'm not Samantha tonight. I'm Caroline. I pat the empty spot next to me. Thank you, he says as he sits. It's really peaceful out tonight, I say. He smiles. Why are you out here all by yourself? He asked me. It was getting a bit crowded in there, so I decided to come outside and check out the garden. I tell him, then add, why are you out here? I'm not big on parties, he tells me. I laugh. Then why are you here? I smirk. Working. He smirks back. He must be in politics. Are you here with someone? Yes, I say, taking a sip of my drink. Oh, is all he says. I can't help but laugh. It's my father, I smirk, which makes him laugh. Who's your father? Keith Morganstone, I tell him, and wait for his response. The mayor? I nod in response. May I ask your name? It's Caroline. Caroline, he says, almost to himself. And yours? I ask. Tom. Tom. I say the same way he said my name. He laughs. You know, you shouldn't be drinking. You're not of age, he playfully scolds me. Oh, he's not of age, or she's not of age. The hell, she's under 21 then. What the heck? Plot twist. Don't tell. I laugh and down the rest of the drink. Do you want to go for a walk? Sure. He stands up and puts his hand out. I take it and stand up. He holds my hand as we walk through the garden. What's your favorite flower? He asks me. Daisies, I say. I used to never think about things like having a favorite flower, but Caroline had bought me a bouquet of them because they were her favorite, and they're so pretty they became mine too. He nods. They have a beautiful garden, I say, admiring it. I bet it's beautiful in the daytime. I'd like to have a garden, I tell him. He smiles at me and squeezes my hand. We continue walking for a while, making small talk. I better go back in, I say. He turned to me and tucks a piece of his hair behind my ear. 5 more minutes, he says, staring into my eyes. He starts leaning toward me, looking at my lips. I lean forward just before his lips reach mine. I stop and lean back and look up at him. He looks at me confused. I know this is a weird question, but how did you know I was underage? Caroline 18 and I'm 21. I know I have a baby face, but no one knows much about Keith's children unless you're in his inner circle. He starts laughing, which makes me laugh too. What's so funny? I say. You really want to know? He smirks. I nod. Well, because I know a lot about you. I had to learn. It's my job. Job? I ask confused, is he one of the guards or something? I had to learn if I was going to kidnap you. I look at him to see if he's joking, but he's not. He's dead serious. I turn away from him, ready to run, but he grabs me, puts a rag over my mouth. I struggle, but with all this liquor in my system, I can't fight it. I go limp. I feel him carry me bridal style, and I black out. Okay, so if this story is called Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose, if this is so at the moment, he's the Mafia, but she's not going, like, willingly. She's trying to fight it to leave him. So I don't see the on purpose yet. Okay. Chapter 6. My head hurts. I can't move my arms or legs. Someone's tied them up. They also put a blindfold over my eyes, but I still have my mask on for some reason, and then duct tape over my mouth. What the hell? I want to say. How could I be so stupid? I let my guard down for 2 minutes, and look what happened. I feel myself lift up like bumps in the road, so I know I'm in a car. I'm probably in the trunk. How predictable. I wonder how long I've been unconscious for. I'm trying to think who could have done this and how they found me. My thoughts are cut short when the vehicle stops. I try to listen. I hear footsteps. I try to act like I'm still unconscious. Still, I hear the trunk open. Get her out. I hear a voice who I recognize as Tom, if that even is his real name. I feel someone pick me up. Take her to the living room. Tom tells who's ever carrying me. He starts walking. I feel the cool air. I know we are in a house now. Put her on the couch. I'm then thrown on the couch. A-holes. Is swearing, but A-holes. Give me a knife, Tom says. I try to remain calm. I hear the click of a pocket knife. Tom cuts off the restraints off my legs, and then he does my hands. I really want to punch him, but I have to play this smart. He then sits me up and removes my mask and the blindfold. Wake up, princess. I feel a hand slap my face, not hard, just like he's trying to get me to wake up. I open my eyes to see a room full of men, and they're all armed. Tom reaches over and rips the duct tape off my mouth. Ow! I glare at him. Sorry, princess. He laughs a little. I roll my eyes. She's gorgeous. I look up to the guy that said that. He's not bad looking, if I'm being honest, but I give him a look that reads in your dreams. Are you all going to continue staring at me, or are you going to get on with it? I snap, wanting to get this over with. Feisty. I like her, the same guy said. I look at Tom. He takes off his mask, and he's gorgeous, like drop dead, model gorgeous, like God did good on him. But I have to remember, he just kidnapped me. I act like his looks don't affect me. Do you know why you're here? Tom asked me. I roll my eyes. Really? Why would I know? Are these his men? How did he find me so quickly? Do you know who we are? He asked me. Wannabe Calvin Klein models? I say, and I hear someone laughs. Shut up! Tom looks at the guy who laughed, giving him a death stare. No, child. He still has the pocket knife in his hand. He touches my cheek with it. I feel the cold metal, but he doesn't put any pressure on my cheek to draw blood. We are the Red Devils. Nice to meet you. I ask, confused. Am I supposed to know who they are? The Mafia, sweetheart. The guy to my left says I do a fake gasp to act like I'm scared, but now I remember I've heard of them. They are ruthless killers who don't care about anyone. Everyone fears them, but honestly, I really want to laugh in their faces, but I know that will get me killed. It must have been the right thing to do because they all smiled. What do you want with me? I ask him. You see, Caroline, your father is Keith Morganstone, the mayor of Black Hollow. Some of the richest men live here, and a lot of people have had their eye on you, he smirks. I try to take this all in. They think I'm Caroline. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing. What are you going to do with me? I ask, trying to look terrified. Don't know yet. We have to wait and see, I guess. He gets up and walks over to one of the other guys and whispers something. I take a moment to look around the room. The house is actually nice. I was expecting a warehouse. There's 5 guys in the room. Tom, the guy who called me gorgeous, the guy who laughed, one who looks like he's ready to murder me, and a boy who looks like Caroline's age. They're all armed. Now, princess, Tom comes over and grabs my arm. Let's go show you your new room. He pulls me upstairs and walks over to a door and open it. It's a normal room, nothing special about it, but I'm glad they aren't making me sleep in the basement. He pushes me in here. What am I supposed to do in here? I ask as I turn to face him. Sleep, or just sit there and be quiet. He shrugs like he doesn't care. How long are you keeping me? As long as I want, he smirks. I glare. Good night. He shuts the door. I walk over and try to open it. He's locked it. That son of a biatch locked it. He's going to regret that. I turn back around. I see another door. I walk over and open it. It's a bathroom. That's good, I guess. I notice all the windows are boarded up. I plop on the bed, so sleepy and so hungry. I hope Caroline and Jeffrey are okay. I did need to get away. I lay low, so I guess I got what I wanted. And at least it's me and not Caroline they kidnapped. So as long as I don't get myself killed or anything, I'll be fine. I think. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. She got extreme Bill Cosby. Oh my God, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. All right. Chapter 7. Kidnapped by the Mafia on purpose. I must have fell asleep. This dress is itchy. I look over at the clock to see it's morning. I walk over to the door and pound on it. Hello? I call out. I'm hungry. Please feed your hostage before I starve to death, I yell. I honestly thought no one was going to open the door, but I see the knob jiggling and it opens to reveal an underage boy. Morning, I tell him. It's too early to go back to bed, he says, trying to shut the door, but I grab it. But I'm hungry. I pout. He sighs. Follow me, he says. I smile. We walk downstairs. I see the guy who called me gorgeous at the table. Well, good morning, he winks at me. I roll my eyes. What do you want to eat? The boy asks me. What do you have? I ask him. Cereal, he says. That's fine. I sit down at the table. Should she be out of her room? I don't think Tom would like that, he says to the boy. She wouldn't stop yelling, he says as he pours me cereal. She was hungry, I tell him. The boy brings me my cereal. I start eating unladylike. Breathe, they say laughing. Excuse me? But I didn't eat at the party because I got myself kidnapped by a knock-off version of Channing Tatum, I say. I like her, the guy tells the boy. So do I. Get to know your names? So do I... So do I get to know your names, or am I going to have to make something up? I tell them. They look at each other. Each then shrug. Joshua, the boy says. Michael, the guy says with a smirk. Nice to meet you, I guess. I smile at them. They smile back. So is Tom name really Tom, or I ask? Oh, God. No, it's Tom. Michael says, I wonder why he told me his real name. Can I have another bowl, please? I smile sweetly at him. He picks up my bowl and refills it. Thank you, I say, as I scarf this bowl down. Morning, I hear someone say. I look behind me to see the guy who laughed yesterday. What's up? I say to him. He stops and looks at me, then the guys. Why is she out of her room? He asks them. I was hungry, I tell them. Okay, whatever, but you better not let Tom see you, he says. By the way, I'm Cody. I give him a wave. The guys sit at the table with me. We all eat cereal together. If I wasn't being held against my will, this would be fun. But at least I get to look at them shirtless, which they all are. Wink, wink. Where is everyone? I hear Tom's voice. Everyone freezes. We all look up to see him fuming mad. What the hell? He says, glaring. Morning, you want some cereal? I say it, lifting up the box. He ignores me. Why is she out of her room? I was hungry. Why do I have to keep telling you guys this? I repeat. Tom glares at me. You are not on vacation, princess. You are our hostage. Tom tells me, standing right in front of me. Trust me, I know. But you wouldn't want me to starve to death, would you? I say, smiling a sweet smile. He looks like he wants to hurt me. He walks off somewhere. I hear something break. He must be having a tantrum. Have you guys ever kidnapped anyone before? I ask them, curious. Yes, just never a girl, Joshua says shyly. Well, I'm touched. I could be your guys first. I wink. Joshua starts blushing. What the heck? Did you not hear what I just said? What the heck is going on? Did you see? She said, well, I'm touched. I could be your guys first. I wink. Joshua starts blushing. Okay, this is where she's starting to get a little comfortable in this situation. She's starting to get a little flirty, a little like guys got their shirts off. Oh my god, she's like revved up like a little engine. Jeez. Okay, this is where it's like kidnapped by the mafia on purpose. It starts freaking. Jeez. Okay, chapter 8. Kidnapped by the mafia on purpose. After breakfast, I'm escorted back to my room. I take a nap and read a book that was left here. I look at the clock to see it's 6 p.m. The guys left earlier to go do something probably illegal. I hear the front door open. I hear them talking and laughing. I walk up to the door and I start banging on it. Hello, still here? I yell. I wait a minute and Michael opens the door. Hey, good looking. I love coming home to you. He winks. Listen, since you guys are home, can I please come out of here? I'm going crazy, I beg. It's only been a couple of hours. I fold my arms and glare at him. Okay, come on. I smile. These guys are too easy. We walk downstairs to the living room where all the guys are hanging out. I plop on the couch next to Joshua. Hello, boys. I greet them. What is she doing out? Tom glares at Michael. I have a name, you know. I tell him even though it's not my real name. Put her back, Tom tells Michael. I'll be quiet. You won't even know I'm here, I say, then giggle. He just sighs in response. What are we watching? I whisper in Joshua's ear. Mission Impossible, he says. I can tell I make him nervous. I watch the movie for about 15 minutes before I talk again. I'm hungry, I tell them. We ordered pizza, Cody says. I nod. I look over at the guy that looks like he murders kittens for fun. I still don't know his name yet. He's on the phone texting someone. He must sense me staring. He looks up at me, then says, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. He says, grabbing his jacket, then leaving. Bye, I yell. Cody and Michael go upstairs to grab some video game they want to play. Joshua gets up and goes to the bathroom. So it just leaves me and Tom alone. I check him out while he's watching the movie. He's in pretty good shape. This place would be paradise with all these good-looking boys, but it sucks they want to kill me. I hear Tom's phone go off. Hello? He answers. He gets up and starts talking to someone, or more like yelling at them, and leaving me alone. God, these guys are stupid. I could easily escape if I wanted. I hear the doorbell ring. I get up and open to see a pizza boy. Hi, I say. His mouth is wide open, and I see he checks me out, and probably also wonders why I'm wearing fancy dress. Yeah, I have your pizza, he says. I look around the room and see Tom's wallet that fell out of his jeans. I grab it and then grab some cash and hand it to the guy, and I give him a huge tip. Thanks, he smiles wide. No problem, I say as I take the pizza. I shut the door and walk back to the couch. I set the pizza on the coffee table and take out a slice. All the guys come back into the living room. They stop when they see I'm eating pizza. Where did you get that? Michael points to the pizza. Didn't you guys order pizza? I say. Duh. Did they forget? You open the door, Joshua says, looking at the door. Well, how else was I supposed to get the pizza through the window? I say, taking another bite. Why did you guys leave her alone? Tom says to the others. You were the last with her, Joshua says back. I had to take a phone call, Tom says, then walks over to me, taking the slice of pizza out of my hand. Hey! I whine. Now tell me, what did you say to the pizza man? If looks could kill, I'd be dead. I said, hi, how much? I tell him. Don't lie to me, child. Okay, first of all, you're 25, and second of all, I'm not lying. There was no point to tell pizza guy anything. He wouldn't have believed me, and you would have found me anyway. I said to him. He stares at me and then nods. Good girl. He hands me back my pizza slice. Wait, how did you know how old I was? He looks at me confused. Oh, here's your wallet. I toss him his wallet. Why do you have my wallet? He raises an eyebrow. You left it, and I needed to pay for the pizza. Are you guys going to sit and stop interrogating me? Your pizza's going to get cold. They all look at each other confused, then walk back to their spots and sit. Tom sits back down as well, but I can tell he's still irritated. You gave him $100? Tom says, looking through his wallet. The guys laugh. Is that a problem? Tom is Gary Matthews? I snicker. Your middle name is Gary? Cody asks, laughing. Shut up, Tom snaps. I hand him a slice, hoping he'll calm down. He takes it. Oh my god. Tom is, Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? I feel like there's like an orgy coming or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know the author, but man, it just looks like there's like an orgy like right around the corner. I'm waiting for the nasty part. They're already revved up. Like all their engines are revved up, except Tom. Jeez. All right. All right. Let's keep going. Chapter 9 of The Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. I watched the guys play their video games for a while. Hey, can I ask you guys a favor? I asked them. They all turned to me. I need some clothes. I know I look great in this dress, but it's not comfortable. I see Michael checking me out. Fine, we'll get you some clothes tomorrow. I'll get you some pajamas to wear tonight, Tom says to me. Thank you, I tell him. He nods. Another hour goes by. I feel myself getting sleepy. Hey, Tom? I yawn. Yes, he says, looking at his phone. I'm ready for bed. I tell him. He looks at me and nods. He stands up. I stand up and start following him. Night, guys, I tell to the boys as I walk out the room. Night, Caroline, I hear them say. We walk upstairs and he opens the door. I guess it's his room. It's actually surprisingly clean. He walks over to his dresser and pulls out a pair of boxers and grabs a white t-shirt of his. Here, he says, handing me the clothes. Thanks, I say. We walk to my room. I walk in. I turn around to see he's just standing there. We stare at each other. Why didn't you escape? He asks me again like he doesn't understand. Because I knew you'd find me. I tell him even though I know I could escape easily and not be found. But what if he kidnapped Caroline? He stares at me. I can't read his face. Good night, I tell him. Good night, he says, shutting the door and locking me in for the night. I take a shower and change into the pajamas, happy to get out of this dress. I get underneath the covers, but I can't shut my mind off. What if they figure out I'm not Caroline? What if they kill me? Should I just escape? I hope Keith and Caroline and Jeffrey are okay. I miss them. I finally found a family and I lost them. Oh my god. Chapter 10 of Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. I wake up to hearing someone knocking on my door. Hello? I call out. Are you up? I hear Joshua say through the door. I am now. I grunt. Sorry, it's just Cody making pancakes, so I didn't know if you would want any. The word pancakes wakes me up. I jump out of bed. Open the door, I tell him. He unlocks it. Morning, sunshine. He smiles at me. We walk to the kitchen. All the guys are sitting at the table. You want some pancakes, Caroline? Cody asks me. Yes, I say, and he hands me a plate. Nice legs. Michael tells me with a wink. Shut up, Tom says before I can respond. I see he's glaring at Michael. Just giving a compliment, Michael smiles. I sit down between Joshua and Tom. I pour lots of syrup on my pancakes. That's a lot of syrup, Joshua says. I like syrup. I shrug. I can see that. So what's on the agenda for today, boys? I ask them while eating my pancakes. Me and Cody have to run some errands, Michael tells me. Okay, are you guys doing something illegal? I laugh. Not today, Cody smirks. Can I give you a list of something I need? I smile sweetly. They look at Tom for approval, which makes me roll my eyes. That's fine, Tom nods. What do you need? Michael asks. Clothes, for one. How are we supposed to get girl clothes? Go to the mall. I shrug. They groan. I'll write you a list. The guys leave to go to do their errands, so it's only me, Joshua, and Tom. We all sit in the living room. We all sit in the living room. I convince them to let me stay. I watch Joshua play a video game while Tom does something on his phone. So are you guys brothers? I ask since they look so much alike. Yes, Joshua says. I can tell Tom Didn't really want him to answer me. I don't know why. That's sweet that you guys are in a gang together. Families who kill together stay together. I smirk. I can see Tom's mouth try not to turn upwards so he thinks I'm funny. Got a girlfriend, Squirt? I ask Joshua because there's no point in trying to have a conversation with Tom. He just glares at me. Oh, no, I don't. I can see him blushing. You'll get one soon. You're hot, I tell him, which makes him blush harder. What? I hear Tom finally talk. What? I ask confused. Don't call my brother hot. I see his jaw clench. I can't help but smirk. It's such a shame you didn't inherit your brother's good looks, I tell Tom, which makes him mad. I hear Joshua laughing while me and Tom are having a stare down. I see Joshua get up and go to the kitchen. Says the girl who tried to kiss me. Tom smirks. In your dream, I scoff, you tried to kiss me. You wish, sweetheart. You wish, I say childish. I bet you want me, he says, inching towards me. No thanks, you're not my type. I say, lying through my teeth. This guy is everyone's type. One day you'll crap. One day you won't be able to resist, he says, inches from my face. What are you guys doing? Joshua says, coming back into the living room. Nothing at all. Tom smirks, leaning back. By the way, you might want to pop a mint in your mouth, I whisper to him. I can see he's trying not to laugh. Says the girl with no bra on, he says. I instantly look down and cover myself with a pillow. I simply just glare at him. You guys are adorable, Joshua coos. Shut up, me and Tom say at the same time. No, it's this freaking, it's the author. The grammar and the spelling is very interesting. I'm trying to work with it. I'm trying to work my best with it. Okay. Oh my god. You should see some of the... I just wanted to... Oh my god. I want you guys to see this. Look at the comment. The first comment on the bottom. Hold on. Look at that. Look at the These guys are the people that are into the stories, they're really like they're all fired up. What the heck? This is the chapter I'm gonna read now, but look at the bottom of actually both of them, both comments. There's two comments. Actually, there's more. I didn't open it up, but there's like initially you'll see. There's another one. Can they come get me? Really, you kidnapped her? But like, there's many people like full on like want to be kidnapped by these boys. Oh my god. Okay, chapter 11. We're back, Cody says, walking through the door with Michael. Hallelujah, I say, and jump up from the couch, attacking him, trying to get my new clothes. You want this bag? Michael says, lifting the bag just high enough where I can't reach it. Come on, I say, getting on my tiptoes, trying to jump and get them. Help. I look at Tom and Joshua, who are checking out my ass. Really, guys? I know I have a nice ass, but a little help here. Tom clears his throat. Give it to her. No fun. Michael laughs, handing me the bag. I open the bag and find a pink shirt and booty shorts, and just a toothbrush and a hairbrush. That's it? I say, expecting more clothes. Yeah, we didn't know what you liked, Michael. Kept trying to go into Victoria's Secret, but I told him no. I shiver, not wanting him to pick out anything for me in that store. Thank you, Cody. He gives me a smile. You really don't have to change. I like this outfit, Michael says. I roll my eyes. I see Tom glare at Michael. We will get you more clothes soon, Tom tells me. Yeah, next time we will get you some dress and stuff you normally wear. Cody says I'm about to tell him I don't wear stuff like that. Then I remember they think I'm Caroline, and Caroline wears stuff like that. Just thinking about her makes me sad. I miss her so much. I know she worries about me. I wonder if they know I've been taken, or if they assumed I ran away earlier than planned. Are you okay? Tom looks at me confused. I feel a tear leave my eye. I hate crying, especially in front of people. I was always told it makes you look weak. Don't cry, Joshua says, looking upset. I quickly wipe the tear away. I'm fine, I say, making my face blank. I can feel Tom staring at me, trying to figure me out. Do you want some chocolate? Cody asks, trying to make me feel better. I simply nod. Cody rushes off to the kitchen and quickly grabs some candy. Here, he says, handing me a handful of candy. Thank you, Cody, I say, shoving a few pieces in my mouth. Here's some cake in there, too. There's some cake in there, too, Michael says with a worried expression. All the guys are watching me, ready for me to have a meltdown. I guess these guys don't know what to do when a girl cries. Maybe if I keep it up, I can get a steak dinner. Oh my god. What the heck is this? Oh my god. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, chapter 12. Ready for bed? Tom asked me. Yeah, I yawn. We walk up to my room. Tom, how long are you going to keep me here? I ask him. I need to know to prepare myself. Like I said, until I get further instructions, he says with a clenched jaw. Oh, okay. He looks like he wants to say something but can't find the words. Good night, Caroline, he says. Good night. I give him a small smile. He locks me in for the night. I wake up the next morning. The only reason I know it's morning is because of the clock. Otherwise, I wouldn't know since the windows are all boarded up. I go to the bathroom and wash my face. I take one more sniff of the shirt. It smells like Tom. It smells good. I'm glad they can't see me because it would look weird, me smelling his shirt. I quickly change into the clothes they got me. The shirt is tight, and the shorts are booty shorts. Guys, I bet they did it on purpose. I do my morning routine of banging on the door to get them to let me out for breakfast. I don't know why they keep locking it. I'm not going to escape. I wonder what town I'm in. I know it's out in the middle of nowhere. Not a lot of neighbors, but I think there's shopping and stuff not too far away. Morning, Joshua smiles at me. It's sad to think about him being in a gang so young, but I know Tom will protect him. They seem close. Morning, handsome. I smile sweetly. I follow him downstairs to the kitchen. Michael whistles at me while Cody's jaw drops. Joshua won't look anywhere but my eyes, but he's still blushing like crazy. Morning, boys. I smirk and grab an apple. Morning, Caroline, they say at the same time. What's on the agenda today, boys? I drop my apple on the floor. I bend down slowly just to torture them. I hear one of them say, Morning. I hear Tom come in the kitchen. What are you all doing? He says, then clears his throat. I stand back up and turn around to see them all looking at me. What? I say innocently. I'm back. The guy whose name I still don't know says he looks at me with disgust. You need to lock her back up, Tom tells the boys. What again? I just got out. I pout. Sorry, Cupcake, but I need to talk to the guys, he says. What about boss? Cody asks him. I got a call, he says, like that explanation. Like that's explanation enough. Listen, you guys go talk in the next room. I'll just sit at the table, eat my Fruit Loops, and keep quiet. I promise, I beg. Fine, but keep quiet and don't move from that spot, he tells me. Yes, sir, I say. I see him try not to smirk. I sit down and pour me a bowl. They go into the living room. I try to act like I don't care what they're doing, but I'm listening closely to what they're saying. What did he want? Michael asks. He wanted to know how everything was going with the girl, Tom answers him. What'd you say? Cody asks him. I told him that she's behaving and hasn't tried to do anything stupid. I roll my eyes. I've had multiple opportunities to escape because they don't know how to have a hostage. Amateurs. So what are we supposed to do with her? No-name guy says. We need to still keep her here until further notice. But we need to find out what she knows, Tom sighs. Knows about what? What could Caroline know? The guys come back into the kitchen. Done with breakfast? Tom asks me. I nod. Good. We need to have a little talk, he says. I gulp. Alright. I'm wondering if all the stories in this on this website turn like sexual at some point. It's too bad Nova's not here, because I can ask her, like, if that's the case. I feel a lot of them like veer off into this. I don't know. All right. Chapter 13. Remember, you're Caroline. Only say things Caroline would know, and try to gather as much information as you can about who's doing this and why they want and what they want with the real Caroline. What did you want to talk about? I say once we get into a room I've never been in before. I try act like I'm nervous. I sit down behind the table and he sits in front. Caroline Elizabeth Morganstone is your full name, correct? He says, but I already know he knows it is Caroline's full name. Yes, I say. Elizabeth was your mother's name. Yes, it was, I say sadly. He looks at me almost apologetic. You have a brother, right? Yes, Jeffrey. I say because I already know he knows. You're 18 years old? Yes, I nod. He knows every single detail about Caroline's family. I just need to make sure I say everything right. One slip up and he will know. For about an hour he asked me questions only Caroline would know. I'm just glad she was my best friend, or else I wouldn't know half of these questions. He stares at me. I stare back. Do you know why you're here? He asks me again. Like I've said before, I don't. I shake my head. Your father is the mayor. I'm aware. I say sarcastically. He glares at me. He's a powerful man. A lot of people want him dead. And even his children. He says to me almost like he's trying to make me realize how serious this is. Are you going to kill me? I act like I'm scared, but I know I can take this guy if it comes down to it. No, not today anyway. He says. I try to read his face to see if he would actually do it, and I think he would if ordered to. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I tell him again. My job was to take you and keep you here and see if you know anything, he says. So they probably don't even know why they're keeping me here. They are just the middlemen. So I'm going to ask you again. If you know anything you're not supposed to know about your father, tell me now, because I really don't want to torture it out of you. I don't know anything. I swear. I say truthfully. What do they want to know so badly? He stares at me, trying to figure out if I'm lying. Good thing I'm a good liar. Okay then, we're done for the day. He nods. Alright. Chapter 14. I want to see how many chapters this is. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this is a... Okay, so I have an idea. So we'll do 15 chapters per stream. I didn't realize this, but this has essentially 60 chapters. 60 chapters, and then it says the last chapter. So that's about, if I do 15 chapters, that's, like I said, 4 streams of this. I definitely cannot do 60 in one stream. I think I would die. So yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do in the title for the YouTube video, chapters 1 to 15. Okay, so at least now I know. I didn't know how to check the chapters. Holy mother. Okay. Okay. Chapter 14. I keep trying to figure out what did Keith do and why do they think Caroline knows something. I know she doesn't because Caroline can't keep a secret. She would have told me the moment she found anything. Tom doesn't talk to me for the rest of the night. Not that he really talked to me before, but I could tell he was avoiding me. I take a long shower just to think. Maybe I should escape. This it isn't my problem. I have my own problems to deal with. But they'll go kidnap the real Caroline or maybe even Jeffrey. Hold on. If they're desperate, and I couldn't live with myself knowing if they did that. Caroline isn't as strong as me when it comes to this. She'd be bawling her eyes out. Any normal person would. Good thing I'm not normal. Fact. It seems like forever ago I was at the ball, but I know it was only a couple of days ago. I mean, I could have it worse. They could be torturing me and have me locked up in the basement, and I have a feeling whenever I see the men who are really in charge, they're going to be so nice. Joshua, I call out. He opens right away, already expecting me. Morning, he smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Morning, I say. Listen, about yesterday, we're just following protocol. I'm sorry. He apologizes. He doesn't know that it may come down to me being tortured if they think I know even the smallest details. He's so naive. In that way, it almost makes me smile. I understand. I give him a small smile. We go downstairs. Everyone is in the living room. Hey, Caroline, Cody says. Morning, Michael says. I can tell they feel bad about yesterday. They really are softies because all he did was ask questions. It's not like he hurt me or anything. Morning, boys, I greet them. I sit down on the couch. They're watching one of the Fast and Furious movies. Where's Tom? I ask. Not that I really care that much, but it's weird him not being here, even though all he would be doing is sitting there glaring at the TV or on his phone, angry texting someone. He went to go do some errands, Cody says. Like personal errands or business errands? I ask, being nosy. Personally, I think since he didn't tell us where he was going, Cody shrugs. What kind of personal business would he need to take care of? What is there to do in this place? I ask them. Nothing to do, really. Michael says, his eyes still glued to the TV. I'm going to go in the kitchen. I tell them, not really asking for permission, not that they really care. They're still staring at the TV. I make my way to the kitchen. Caroline always told me if you're bored or if you're nervous about anything to always bake. Something to take your mind off it. She learned it at one of her lessons. I get the ingredients and start making a chocolate cake. I'm not much of a baker. Nobody ever taught me how to cook or bake or anything until Caroline taught me. She had a blast teaching me, even though I kept burning everything. But we kept baking things until I got the hang of it. I take the cake out of the oven and let it cool before I frost it. I smile. Caroline would be so proud of me. I go into the living room. The guys are still watching TV. Tom finally comes home. He doesn't look at me. He goes straight upstairs. I notice he has some bags in his hands. I made a cake, I say, that got their attention. I'm surprised they didn't get whiplash. What kind of cake? Joshua asks, getting excited. Chocolate, I smile. They all rush into the kitchen. I cut them all a slice and give them a glass of milk. They look so happy it almost makes me smile. This is so good, Michael moans. Please don't make sex noises while I'm eating, Cody says as I laugh. Tom comes into the kitchen. Want a slice of cake? I ask. He looks unsure. It's a piece of cake, nothing to overthink about it. It's chocolate. Everyone likes chocolate, I smirk. Okay, he nods, which makes me smile. I give him a slice and a glass of milk. Thank you, he says to me. You're welcome, I smiled. How'd you learn to bake so good? Joshua asked me. My mother. I lie. I remember Caroline told me her and her mother would bake together all the time before she died. I don't think Joshua, Michael, Cody, and No Name Guy, if he was here, knows anything about Caroline. Only Tom does. I look at them eating, looking like they never get anything home cooked. I could have so easily have poisoned them. I try not to laugh at the thought. Oh my God. This, you know what this seems like? This seems like Jersey Shore, but like without all the drama. Just a couple of people living together. They sound like roommates. They sound like roommates that don't get along once in a while. but mostly they do. And they're all horny. What the heck? There's like no suspense. I mean, it's not, at least not now, at the moment. It's literally like that. Okay, the last chapter of the stream. Chapter 15 of Kidnapped by the Mafia on Purpose. Tom does his routine of taking me to my room for the night, but he stops at his door. Wait here, he says, then goes into his room. He grabs the bag he brought in earlier. We walk to my room. He walks into the room with me. I look at him confused, wondering why he's in here. He almost looks uncomfortable. Here, he says, handing me the bag. I look inside to see clothes. There's dresses and jeans and tops in here. I try not to smile. The girl at the store picked everything out, so if you don't like it, you can take it up with Mindy, he says. I smirk. Thank you, I tell him. He nods. Good night, Caroline, he says. Good night, Tom, I say. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not normal because any normal person would have gone crazy being cooped up in this house. I knock on Tom's door. Everyone else left. I got bored and decided to go see what he was doing. What? He snaps. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Tom, I say. Oh, sorry. He opens the door. Is everything okay? He says he almost looks worried. The guy is left to go do something work-related, and I'm bored. I pout. And? He asks, confused. Can we go outside just for a couple of minutes? I promise I won't do anything stupid. I just want to go outside. I beg. He looks like he's thinking about it. Finally, he sighs. Fine. But you better not do anything stupid, he warns. I smile smugly. We go outside to the backyard. It's nice, but nothing special about it. No flowers or anything. You should plant some flowers, I suggest. Yeah, I'll get on that, he says sarcastically. I walk over to the middle of the yard and sit down on the grass, letting sun hit my face. I turn around and look at him and patting at the ground next to me. I kinda got deja vu from the ball. He actually walks over and sits beside me, surprising me. It's nice out today, I say, making conversation. Yeah, is all he says. You're not much of a talker, I joke. You look nice, he says. I look at him in shock. He actually gave me a compliment. What is this world coming to? I look down at myself. I have a dress on that he bought me. It's pretty. It's more Caroline style than mine, and my hair is in its natural waves. Thank you, I smile. I'm not really used to compliments, he nods. I check him out. He always looks nice and well put together, dressed to the T. And thanks again for the clothes, I tell him. Don't worry about it, he shrugs. We sit there in comfortable silence. How did you get all that information about me? I ask because no one knows really anything about the Morganstone children. We paid one of the bodyguards to get most of the information, he tells me. He is so fired, I say. I see him smirk. You're not going to hurt my brother, are you? I ask, don't know why. I really hope I don't have to. I look at his face. I can tell he's trying not to show any emotion, but I can tell he really wouldn't want to hurt him. Me too, I say sadly. This will hopefully be over soon, and everyone will go back to their normal lives, he says. I really hope so, but what really is a normal life? Alright, so chapter 1 to 15. Let me write this down. Chapters 1 to 15. Okay. Well, it started off okay. A few people came by and all this stuff. I'm hoping maybe in an earlier stream, because this was like a later stream. Maybe I'll try in an earlier stream. Something like the same time as like what I did Mini World, but to do this one. And yeah. And maybe some people will be seeing this in the YouTube video and stuff. If they're interested to, follow along with the story, whatever. But thank you for being here, Lisa. I appreciate it. I don't know if the rest of the people are still here. If you are, thank you for being here. And I'll see you guys soon.